Good afternoon. It is March 26th, 2021, and we really had this slight upward trend all day, but I would say it was really just a range day until after about noon when we made this massive leg up to record highs. Let's go ahead. I always forget to do my measured moves, so let's check this out. Let's see. There's that, and I don't know, where should we start this one? There. Oh wow. That's about went a little further than that. So we had a damn near a perfect measure move. Um, that's it's really funny how this market geometry works, man. It's perfect. So yeah, we I guess it probably won't go much higher than this. This I'm pretty sure those are record highs right there. 39.68. I saw 39.74 on my broker's website. So but anyway, yeah, mostly a range day, but with an upward bias. And let's check out these trades. Let me move this out of the way. So I didn't really find this larger blue trend until right here. And I think that's when most people found it, and that's when it just took off. Because you measured off these highs and then put it on this low, or maybe even this low, it might line up with that too. And that's when you get confirmation. So that's how I found that. So let's see. I didn't mark any trades before the open, so I'm not too sure if there is anything here. But in the overnight, had a big leg down, so made these overnight highs, overnight lows down here. Um, then we started working in this channel, and you get a first entry here, second entry. That's a second entry long. I'm not sure why I marked this as aggressive. Oh, because it's in the range. So let's talk about it. Second entry long, off the trend line. It is confirmation of the trend line. Excuse me, didn't mean to do that. It's also a trap. If you look at that, these long bars and then this very bearish bar, and then this great bullish signal bar. But it's going into the highs of that range, and this is clearly sideways. So I'd be a little hesitant to take that. You get a failed second entry short right here, but that's going into the real highs of the range, so I wouldn't do that. Get a big leg up, probably some trapped shorts on this big bearish bar, or just people exiting when they got a scalp, and it bounces off the trend line. We come to the top of the trend channel, and you get this lower high off the overnight highs. So that's why I marked that. Playing it like a range day. So that's why I marked that. Prices come to the back to the bottom of this trend channel, and unfortunately, you don't get a setup here because look at that big leg up. Um, and then we get to these highs, which you wouldn't have really known is the highs yet, but we get this. We get to a pullback to the EMA. Here, you know what? Let me make this bigger. I was watching my video yesterday and I didn't like how small it was. So we get this pullback to the EMA. It looks like we have a little channel working down. Um, and we get a lower high here, no setup, and then we get this clear trend channel down. And this, I mean, I think this is probably like an advanced entry because, oh yeah, I got trapped here. So I'm thinking that it's going to bounce off this trend channel, but I didn't have this channel, this smaller channel drawn. So I got trapped. I went long here thinking it was a, uh second entry long near the trend channel. And you get, I think, 3 or 4 ticks and it fails. So there's a failed second entry long, first entry, second entry. Um, I think I shouldn't have been playing it like an uptrend day here. I should have been playing it like a range day, and that's what it was for at this point. You get a failed second entry long, and it's trapping these longs. So if you go short beneath that, you get a nice move down. We get doesn't come to this bottom of the trend channel, and we get a break. I don't see how you could enter here. It's, yeah, no, that's not. You can't enter there. Or I mean, maybe Mac has something. It is a trap off the overnight highs. So if you just look at it like that, maybe you would take that in engulfing bar. I would probably enter on this bar, but I mean, I probably wouldn't because this looks like an uptrend. So anyway, we get this sharp leg down, we get a break. One leg up, two legs up, and then a move to a new low. And if you're being super aggressive, so yeah, if you're being aggressive, we are expecting another leg down. We definitely didn't get a measured leg down because that would come up short. But if you're being aggressive, you get a second entry short right here. First entry, second entry. So you might consider that. And then it hits the bottom of the trend channel. So if you go long here, that's a third entry. So that'd be aggressive. But then, and that was only the second touch of the bottom of this trend line. So it still wasn't confirmed. But then when you get this, excuse me. All right, excuse me for that interruption. So when we get this higher low off this trend line, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a higher low, plenty of room back to the EMA. And then you get if you're patient, you don't like that signal bar, you get a failed second entry short right here. First entry, second entry, and that does look like it's off that trend line. So, and if you don't like that because you don't feel like the trend line's confirmed right there, it probably should be a little steeper. Well, if you don't like that, you get another entry. Yeah, this looks better. A higher low right here. Boom. These are traps as well. It's failed second entry short, but look at that. Trap shorts, it ticks one tick lower. Again, trap shorts ticks one tick lower. So, yeah, I like those entries. I didn't mark this, but I think you could have entered there too, especially since that really confirms that trend channel. So comes back up to the overnight highs, then we get some resistance, we get a range that forms. I wouldn't be, I don't know, after this strong move up, and we haven't gotten to these highs of the channel yet. I don't think I'll be going short here, but it is trapped back into congestion, ticks higher, and then closes right at the top of the range. So would have been good enough at the first scalp. We get some momentum going, counter trend out of the range. That pulls us back up, and then you get a big pullback. This kind of looks like a second entry long, but I can't really mark that. But it is a breakout pullback. So if people treat it like that in this big uptrend, you might go long there, and that would have been a great entry. Then we get congestion at the highs of this trend channel. Break, one leg up, two legs up. I like this entry. It's not really much to it, but we have this one leg of correction, two legs of correction. We're expecting another leg up, and it's a big engulfing bar. It gapped down, probably trapped all these shorts here, gapped up or gapped down, and closed on its high. I really like this, and I actually entered with in the simulator. I entered on a limit order. I think one tick above this bar, so I treated it like a trap. And yeah, got a nice move out of it. So here we get a couple of good moves. And if you want to be super aggressive, you might go short here on this low risk bar. But I don't like that personally. Especially when you're expecting another leg up. They could just trap you. So anyway, we get a triple test of these highs at the highs of the day. So I really like that, and you get a great signal bar. Yeah, I really like that. At least going back to the EMA. yeah, you have enough room to scalp out. And then you get a fourth test with a good signal bar that's clearly trapping longs. And it's a second entry short from here. First entry, second entry short. So maybe this is one is aggressive, but this one I would say is definitely not aggressive. Um, and then you get a lower high, traps these longs. It looks like a second entry short to me. First entry, second entry. Oh wait, yeah, but it's these. This is the new low, but it looks like it's a second entry short off that from this low. And so yeah, you get three setups in a row here. What time is that? Around 10:30. And look at that thing go. Get a big move. You get this engulfing bar down here by the overnight highs. I just figured there might be, and it's after this break of this trend channel. Um, that's why I marked that, even though we didn't make it to the lows. Then we get some congestion here. I don't see anything I like, uh, but we do get another channel down. You might treat this like a breakout pullback to go short beneath. Also looks like a kind of looks like a second entry short. But anyways, we get this break, two legs down to a new low. Then we get this move up, no entries here. Maybe someone would go short here, expecting another leg down, but that's super aggressive. Okay, what is this? That's actually technically this is. Oh wait, no, looks like this is first entry, second entry. Okay, so I did have this marked earlier, and I was like, well, that's not the second entry. This one is. But we do get this because this ticks lower. First entry, second entry, failed second entry short. It's also a trap. It would have been enough to scalp out, I believe. 30 or 1875. Yeah. So enough to scalp out. Um, and it's like right back into that trend line, the main trend of the day, which I kind of like. And then we get this double bottom, but let's talk about this congestive area first. We get this congestion in between the trend channel, the EMA, and the overnight highs. Um, and then we get this channel down working. I think people probably went short here, and that's what started this channel down, but it's only like a it's kind of like a double top, and I don't think Mac really advises. You could look at it as back into congestion, so you might take that. But you do get a failed second entry long. Oh, okay, off this high. First entry, second entry. It's off the trend line and the EMA and the main trend of the day, and it's trapping these longs, and it's a breakout pullback off of this main trend channel of the day. So I like that. All those reasons stacking in your favor. And if you see this double bottom and that good bullish signal bar after this overshoot, that's a nice aggressive trade to take. And you could have rode that up. Well, that brings us in 12 o'clock, but you could have rode that up. This is when I X'd out and lost internet. You could have rode that up to these record highs. What would that be? Like a 64, like a 50-point move. So, anyways, that's all for today. That's all for this week. I hope you had a good week. By the way, early in the morning, I was having trouble reading the price action. I don't know if anyone else did too, but I was like around here. I should have been playing it like a range, I guess, and I was playing it like an uptrend, which it turned out to be. But I think if you played it like a range around this area, you would have been better off. But anyway, I'll be back next week.